I'm Sharon and welcome to KG.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a very simple Korean savory pancake that's all plant-based. It's called 호박 부침개 or zucchini pancake. This recipe requires no Korean specific ingredients or any complicated cooking skills, and yet it's very delicious. It's crispy and crunchy. I have my secret ingredient to make it extra crunchy, so keep on watching and let's get started. Very simple ingredients today. I'm using a regular zucchini, but if you have the Korean one called 애호박, go ahead and use that instead. It's usually sweeter, so you wouldn't even need the onion. I'll explain the rest of the ingredients as we go along, so let's move on to chopping. We need to julienne the zucchini. You could use the grater or mandolin, but I'm just gonna use my knife. So not like paper thin, but not too thick either. So like this. Cut the onion into thin slices. Thin slices like this. Then we're gonna salt these. With some salt. Mix it. If you have yeondu, you can add about a teaspoon of yeondu instead for added umami. But salt works perfectly. I'm gonna mix it. Set it aside for about 15-20 minutes until you get some water released by osmosis. Then we can continue on with the chopping. The chili pepper is optional, but not really optional if you like the extra kick. And if you don't like the heat, I do actually recommend at least using the red one for color. Then chop the almonds. It could be raw or roasted. You can just use your knife like this. Chop it up very coarsely. You can replace the almonds with other nuts of your choice, or just skip it altogether if you're allergic. But you know, one thing that distinguishes my recipe from the others is the use of almonds. You know, many zucchini pancake recipes out there call for dried shrimp for added crunch and umami. But why add it when you have an excellent plant-based option like almonds? So this would do. While our zucchini is being salted, we can make a simple dipping sauce. So 2 parts tamari, 1 part lemon juice or vinegar, and 1 part maple syrup or sugar. Just mix it and that's basically it. You can also add a bit of gochugaru, the Korean hot pepper flakes, or some black pepper, but I'm just gonna keep it simple today. And you know my pickled broccoli stem recipe? You can also use its brine as a dipping sauce too. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put the recipe link down below for you to check it out because I highly recommend it. So after about 15 minutes of salting, about this much water has formed. Now we're ready to add the rest of the ingredients. Pepper, chopped almonds, all-purpose flour, and potato starch. And you can use the cornstarch instead if that's what you have. Starch will make it extra crispy, so I do recommend it. But if you add too much, it's gonna become chewy. Some people like that, so it's really up to you. You may or may not need to add water. depending on how much the zucchini was holding the water. And you could definitely make it gluten-free as well, so I'll list some options down in the description box below for you. So I didn't have to add any water. You may need to, and it should look like this. So it's not too thick. It's moist, but not too liquidy either. So this is actually perfect. Now we're ready to pan fry it. So heat your pan over medium-high heat and add about 2 tablespoons of water. No, add about 2 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil. And add the pancake mix. Spread it out into a thin circle. The size does matter in this case. The smaller the better, in my opinion at least, because you get more crispy crust that way. But it's really up to you. Some people like it bigger. And I know you may be tempted to using less oil, but you're not gonna achieve that delicious crispiness without using enough oil. And if you wanna make it completely oil-free, then you can just use the waffle maker. That totally works too. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, but you can always check for that golden brown color. Okay, just be careful when you flip it, not to splash the hot oil on yourself. So I think the best way to do it is to tilt the pan away from you and gently flip it. So that's it basically. We have enough pancake mix to make 4 of these. So I'm just going to continue. So there you have crispy and crunchy zucchini pancake that's all plant-based ready. I would say this is one of the easiest Korean foods that you can make without using any Korean-specific ingredients. You can cut these into bite-sized pieces, but we usually just tear using chopsticks, like so. And now, let's have a taste. 잘 먹겠습니다. Did you hear the crispy sound? It's so crispy and crunchy. The extra crunch from the almonds and the extra heat from the chilies make it extra fun and delicious. I hope you get to try this at home. And if you do, please let me know how you liked it in the comments down below. And if you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more plant-based Korean and fusion recipes. So this was 호박 부침개. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye!